So before explaining the security part, I have to make you understand on the different roles that we have in user applications. The first role I will be discussing about the abstract role. Abstract role, which is very generic role. It's very generic role. Let's take an example of a manager. Manager is a very generic position. Okay. And if you take sales manager and if you take marketing manager and the finance manager, that is specific term. That is specific term. So the abstract role is a generic role, not specific to a particular job. Abstract role is a generic role, not specific to a particular job. Okay, and this role also we are going to associate to the user. This role is also we are going to associate to the user respect of the job and function. Respect of the job and function. One of the best example for this abstract role is right now. Whenever you create a new user, we are attaching employee role. We are attaching employee role. That employee role is not specific to any operations that he is going to do. Okay, it's very generic role. That's why this is called as abstract role. Whenever you create any new user, by default you should attach employee role even to access the reports and concurrent programs. Okay, and whereas job role is specific to the operations that he is going to do. The role is associated with the job of an employee, nothing but procurement manager. It's a job. Procurement manager, it's a job, and procurement manager is going to perform different functions that will be explained in the coming slides. Okay, so abstract role is a generic role, and whereas job role is a specific role related to a specific job that user is going to perform in the application. Okay, so these two definitions are really important. Please note down abstract role and job role. Abstract role and job role. Abstract role is very generic role, whereas job role is very specific role related to the job. Okay, an example is a procurement manager. Okay, and we have completed understanding the two roles here, and there are a couple of roles need to be understood. That is explained in the coming slides. And next one is a duty role. Next one is a duty role. Nothing but so what kind of duties that a user can perform, what kind of duties that a user can perform, and also this is also called as an application role. Okay, so processing payables and posting general, these are called as the duty roles. These are called as the duty roles, and there are a couple of other slides which I have actually prepared to make you understand, to make you more clarity on the fusion security. So after completion of all these slides, you'll be having a better clarity on this. So next role is a data role. Data role is a combination of your job role. Data role is a combination of your job role plus duty role. Data role is a combination of your job role and your duty role. Job role is nothing but procurement manager, and duty role is nothing but what kind of activities that the job role can done. Nothing but procurement manager can create a purchase order, can cancel purchase orders. All these are the different duties that a job role is going to perform, and data role is a combination of your duty role and your job role. Okay. And if you look at here, you have a job role, and the job role is associated with different duties. Job role is associated with the different duties, and each duty again it is having different privileges. Again it is having different privileges, P1, P2, P3, and P4. Okay. Please note down this pictorial diagram as well. Each job role is going to associate with different duties, and again each duty is going to have different privileges. Again the duty role will have a subdivision of again the duty role. Look at here, the duty role 3, it is having a subdivision of again duty role 4 and duty role 5. So as of now, we discussed about the abstract role, and we discussed about the job role, and we are discussing about the duty role, and we also discussed about the data role. We just discussed about 4 roles as of now. In the coming slide, I'll make you more understanding on this concept. And after completion of this particular security concept, I'll be taking your questions. And if you can take this an example, okay. I think still you are in the middle of writing. Please note down. Okay. The next one, this is an example. So if you take procurement manager as a job role, coming to our procurement example, if you take procurement manager as a job role, so this procurement job role can perform different duties like purchase order creation, purchase agreement creation, and supplier profile inquiry. All these are the different duties that he can perform. Under supplier profile inquiry, again he can perform supplier qualification inquiry and supplier assessment inquiry. Okay, and coming to the privileges, the yellow, the light blue color you'll see here, those are called as privileges. Under the purchase order creation duty, you can see creating a purchase order is a privilege, and cancelling a purchase order is a privilege. Okay, and again, and the agreement, creating a purchase agreement and transferring the BWA to the supplier, again that is a privilege that a role is going to hold. Okay. So the job role should associate with different duties. Again, the duty should hold different privileges. So based on the privileges, the users will see different activities in the application. Nothing but if you don't have cancel purchase order privilege, then you cannot see that particular function in the screen. If you don't have a privilege of cancelling a purchase order, then you cannot see that in your login. Okay. Okay. So look at here. So these job roles and these duty roles and privileges already predefined, pre-built by the Oracle as per the industry standards. All these roles and all these job roles, duty roles, and everything is pre-built by Oracle as per the standards. And if you look at here, the top in the dark color, you see the procurement manager is for US business unit and procurement manager for Germany business unit. That is called data role. Okay, and under that you'll see procurement manager job role that is called job role. Under that you will see different duty roles. Okay, so this job role and this duty roles already it's exist in the system, but coming to the data roles, once you create a business unit, whenever you create a business unit, then only the data roles will be created in the system. If you remember, we have defined RTA business unit. We have defined RTA business unit. After defining the RTA business unit, and we have assigned the roles generated for our RTA business unit to our user. So that is nothing but procurement manager for US business unit and procurement manager for Germany business unit. Suppose let's take, we have created US business unit. In that case, for procurement manager, there is a data role will be generated. There is a data role automatically gets generated by the system. That data role you need to attach to the user. That data role is particular to your business unit. That means whoever is going to access, having the access to your business unit procurement manager, that means he can view the information related to the US data only. He can view the information related to the US data only. If he is having the data role called procurement manager for Germany business unit, then he can see the data related to the Germany business unit. Okay, so these data roles is automatically created once you create a business unit. Okay, and the data role is a combination of your job role and your duty role. So with the data role, we can achieve what kind of data that user is getting accessed. We can achieve what kind of data that user is getting accessed here.
So in that case, once we create the business unit, the data roles gets created by the system, right?
Yeah, automatically created. Yes.
Which means like the job role and duty roles, which is clapped under data role, they get created.
Correct.
Okay.
And then look at here, once you create your job role called as procurement manager, then your data roles will be automatically created by the system. The data role is a combination of your job plus your data access. As I told you, if a procurement manager is associated with only data role created for your Germany business unit, then that particular user is going to access only procurement, only Germany related data. And in the same way, only US data the procurement manager is going to access. Suppose that user is having associated with both the data roles, nothing but procurement manager Germany data role, procurement manager US data role, then the user is going to access both the data related to the Germany and related to the US. So with the data role, we are achieving the security of the data. What kind of data that user can access with the data role. Data role is, look at here, data role is a combination of your job plus data access and also your duties to going to perform. Okay, so if you look at here, the job role, and let me start explaining from the abstract role on the right side. The abstract role is very generic role and your job role is very specific role. Okay, so your job role is having the access to your duty roles, and again your data role is a combination of your job role with your duty role. And we can also compare this with the EBS as well. In the coming slide, I'll be comparing with the EBS also. And look at here, a job role is nothing but a procurement manager. And what are the duties that procurement manager is going to associate to the job role? The duties are going to associate to the job role. So the duties, some example, purchase order creation is a duty. Purchase order agreement is a duty. Negotiation is a duty. Payable invoice inquiry is a duty. Okay. So part information again, it's a sub duty role. Okay. So duty roles altogether, we can call it as a job role. So when you create a business unit, then based on the functions that you are attaching, if you attach a requisition function, then automatically in Fusion application there is a template called role template. There is a template called role template. Whatever the roles that is related to the requisition business function, that roles is already defined in the role template, and in that you'll be having different job roles, and you'll be having different abstract role. And your data role is a combination of, look at here, your data role is a combination of your job role. So for business unit, there are different jobs roles are created here. Job role 1 for business unit and job role 2 for business unit, and one more abstract role is also created for your business unit. Okay, so this role template is already what are the roles that need to be created after creating a business function. After assigning that business function is already Oracle has identified, and that role template is having the job roles and abstract roles. Okay, so based on those job roles, your data role will be created automatically in the system for your business unit. A data role will be created. So data role 1 is going to create with the combination of job role 1. Data role 2 will be created with the combination of job role 2. And data role 3 will be created with the combination of abstract role 1. So what by default we have to give to? We have to give to that particular user, that is nothing but abstract role. That is, abstract role is nothing but common task that user can perform irrespective of the job. So whenever you create any business unit, your data roles will be created with the combination of the job role, with the combination of your job role and as well as the data, okay, for your business unit. Okay, and this is the typical comparison with the Fusion and EBS. And if you look at here, the job role, we can call it as a top level menu, and your data role is called as a responsibility. Why the data role is called as a responsibility? Because in EBS we are going to define responsibility at the name as US OEM super user, UK OEM super user. Okay, so the responsibility classification we have done in that way in EBS. So that's why the data role is called as your responsibility, and duty role is called as a submenu, and your privileges, creating a purchase order and canceling a purchase order, is called as a function, and whatever the permissions that you have is called as executables. Nothing but write access, read access, all these are called as permissions, and only inquiry access, view access. So this is how the typical comparison with the Fusion with your EBS. So job role is a combination of different duty roles that a job can perform, and your data role is a combination of job role plus your data, and duty role is a combination of your privileges, and each privilege will have a permissions. And in R12, while creating the menu, we can add different submenus, right? We can add different submenus and we can add different functions. In the same way in R12 also, we can use a standard job roles. Otherwise, you can define your custom job roles also. While you are defining your custom job roles, you can associate your custom data roles as well. Sorry, your custom duty roles as well. Okay, nothing but in R12 what we do is, for a menu we are going to attach submenus and functions. In the same way, for a job role you can attach the duty roles, and you can nothing but you can assign duty roles and can remove the duty roles also. So that's end my